All right. Meanwhile, 15 states are warning the Biden climate czar, John Kerry, that they will pull assets out of major banks that reduce loans from fossil fuel companies. The move coming as reports say that the Biden administration is pressuring banks and other financial institutions about such loans. Opponents of the Biden administration say these moves would cripple the oil and gas industry, threatening thousands of jobs across the country. Let's get into it with the Florida Bankers Association CEO, Alex Sanchez. Alex, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here. What kind of a pressure or cost are the banks now faced with as a result of Biden's new rules and his vision for a green economy?
Well, Maria, good morning from the great state of Florida. Thank you for having me on. Maria, look, our bankers care about the environment as we do affordable housing, about education. We're a reflection of the communities we serve. And my advice and counsel to the Biden administration is this. If you want to make changes on disclosures regarding the green energy industry, ask, and the need for it, ask fossil fuel companies for disclosures. Don't make the banks ask our customers for the carbon emissions of our customers. I will tell you, Maria, the cost to our regional and community banks would be astronomical to hire experts to do these reports. Just go ahead and directly ask the industries affected. Why get the banks involved in this? Our industry, look, we care about it. We want to help, but the government should go directly to the industries impacted for this information.
You know, it's funny because somebody on the show,
the cost, Maria,
on Sunday Morning
the
Futures,
cost,
yeah. Just the other day,
it's unsustainable,
Alex,
Maria.
On the show told me that John Kerry is going to New York regularly and trying to pressure some of the major bank CEOs into changing their strategies, taking on these new costs. But I want our audience to understand the cost here. What do you believe it is?
Well, Maria, look, just for instance, look, an expert on carbon emissions. Imagine your hometown community bank having to hire an expert for small businesses, which, 50% of Americans work for small businesses. And I've seen this movie before, Maria. I've read the book. I know the ending. It will start with our larger banks, and then it will trickle down to our regional and community banks for them to do the same. And for your hometown bank to hire a $200,000 plus expert a year to see the carbon emissions of their customers, that's the kiss of death for community banks. And as we saw during the PPP process, Maria, community banks play a vital role, as do regional banks, as do our large banks in our economy. So remember, a large percentage of the loans to small businesses come from community banks. So we need community banks. And imagine hiring someone who doesn't do anything to your bottom line and just adds costs. And that's what the Biden administration has got to understand. Look, if they want to change what the fossil fuel industries and other affected industries have to do, ask them directly. Pass a law, pass legislation, pass a new regulation, asking them for information. Why do the bankers have to get this as a third party from these industries? It doesn't make any sense, Maria.
Yeah. Well, treasurers from 15 states sent a letter to John Kerry raising these concerns. And Senator Toomey writes, "We are concerned by reports that you have been pressuring banks to make extra legal commitments regarding energy-related lending and investment activities. These commitments would result in discrimination against lawful U.S. energy companies and their employees, higher energy costs for American consumers, and slower economic growth." This is what I was getting at a minute ago. We heard on Sunday Morning Futures just on Sunday that the administration is sending John Kerry into New York to pretty much pressure these CEOs into making these investments.
Well, Maria, look, remember Operation Choke Point with Eric Holder and that in total embarrassment where they wanted our banks not to bank legal companies? I feel we're going in the same direction, Maria. These are legal companies. If Washington and the Biden administration want to make banking these companies illegal, our banks obviously will comply. But they're legal companies, and you see the tensions that's already created, including Joe Biden's state of birth, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania and Ohio and those other states, 15 states that you mentioned, they're already warning our banks, look, the deposits that our banks have of municipality monies, cities, counties will be at risk because those monies are safe in an FDIC bank. If our banks stop banking these fossil fuel companies in those states and many other states. So that tension's already growing, Maria. And you know, the Biden administration has got to let the free enterprise system work. Look, our industry will fund those new industries that will create the green energies to beat China, Maria. We're in a war with China. China's outspending us 2-to-1 right now on green energy. We will beat them, but let the free enterprise system work is my advice to the Biden administration.
You mentioned China. Look, you've got a number of U.S. banks having gotten licenses in China. They're about to open shop there, and they're competing with banks that are even bigger than they are. What's your take on what comes next now that China has opened the door for U.S. banks, some U.S. banks, to do business there? Should they be trusting that they are actually in control of their own business sitting there in Beijing?
Well, here's the reasoning for China doing this, and then I'll explain what China gets out of it, Maria. Look, it's a $43 trillion market. Obviously, our banks want a piece of that market in Beijing. I think the Chinese regulators want to raise the standards of accountability of loans, and by having the strongest, best banking system in China will do that. Now, what does China get out of it? I think eventually down the road, Maria, the Chinese banks will petition the Fed to be allowed to buy a U.S. bank so they can enter this market. And they'll say, look, we've got U.S. banks in China. You got to allow us in here. That will eventually happen, Maria.
Well, if it's going to happen, it'll probably happen under the Biden administration. Alex, it's good to see you. Thanks very much. We'll keep watching all of this. Alex Sanchez from the Florida Bankers Association. Thank you, sir.